The farm families of Cabot Cooperative are happy to be stuck in Vermont. Welcome to Stuck in Vermont, brought to you by 7 Days. My name's Ava Solberger, and we're here in Vergennes for the 30th annual Vergennes Day.
What's going on here today, in this beautiful sunny day before the storm, is Vergennes Day, and it's our 30th year. Why is Vergennes a special town? Because I grew up here? No, more than that. It's the little city with a big heart.
And here we are on the Lake Champlain Maritime's Lois McClure in Vergennes Falls Park.
And if you were here 150 years ago, there probably would have been a boat like this, loading or unloading bricks, lumber, horse nails.
This boat actually came to this very part of town. There used to be a grain mill up here, and they would load up in grain and then bring it back to Burlington and go to New York City. They've been lots and lots of places.
See the rudder? That's what you've been doing when you're steering. Now you can take us out before the storm tomorrow.
So the mission, of course, for the museum is to preserve and share the history and archaeology of the region. And this boat is really a device, an exhibit, a catalyst for doing just that. An 1862 class canal schooner.
This was a replica of the real one.
This boat is the embodiment of two shipwrecks that are still extant on the bottom of Lake Champlain. And these boats could haul over 140 tons of material, granted at about 1 or 2 miles an hour, but it could move it all day and all night. They were operated by families typically. So this boat was mom, dad, and the kids. We launched it in 2004.
It's 1 year older than me.
We've had literally tens of thousands of people aboard, and we've stopped at over 120 communities, all of which have a direct connection to this canal boat technology.
It kind of defines what we are today. Without the canals, some of the places on Lake Champlain wouldn't even be places.
Waterways connect us and always have. You could go from New York City through Lake Champlain to the Champlain Canal, through the Richelieu River, through the Chambly Canal. It was the interstate highway system, which in their day was probably as profound in its impact to society as the internet was for ours.
Even though I'm teaching other people, I'm also learning at the same time, which is really cool. Because this boat doesn't have a motor, it's only powered by its sails. The Churchill is pretty much its motor, and it's like its sidekick. Well, these are dead eyes, and they're used to tighten the shrouds, which hold the mast in place.
Do you know what these things are called?
Yeah, those are a cleat. This is the top of the cabin, which was pretty much their front porch, kind of. An average family would spend about 9 months of the year on the boat. We kind of think it's cool now, looking back on it, but we weren't actually there, and I think if we were there, we would kind of think it was a lot of work. It's called a shin cracker because if you stand next to it, and when you spin it, the whole thing moves, and it would hit your shin. Most of the anchors on this boat are historical anchors. It's kind of prone to lightning, the boat. So when lightning comes, we throw the chains over the side to connect the metal to the water. That is a windlass that hauls in the anchor. You actually couldn't even fit in here because it was packed full with about 100 tons of cargo they could carry.
So all this would be full of cargo.
Yeah. Want to know what the big rocks are for? They act as ballast, and they're an example of cargo. This is the captain's cabin where the captain and his wife and their children would stay. And this was pretty much their home for 9 months of the year.
There we go. You know, get everybody in the cabin and say, okay, imagine that there was a family with 4 kids and the mom and dad, and they all lived in here. And, oh, so this was it.
I can imagine retiring on a boat like this now.
I hope that they keep it safe through the storm.
of bow thruster you guys got?
You can catch up with the Lois McClure on their tour through mid-October, and we will get stuck out with you again real soon if we survive Hurricane Irene. Fingers crossed! La 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 la.
Mommy,
Yeah?
I want to show them the boats it have went down under the water.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Those are boats or other under the water.
Something I own, something we put out there, a product that is made by the farmers and farmer cheese. We go into the store and you see people picking up Cabot cheese, and you're thinking, well, they're getting some of my product. It's a good feeling, that you're putting something out that people want.